I wanted to tell you something kind of crazy. So, I've been noticing a common theme in my life. And it's a big deal. And it's a big lesson that you learn when you're basically at rock bottom all alone and you feel so scared and you feel like the universe is abundant for everybody else, but not for you. And I'm at that point now where I'm learning. I'm learning how to not accept the 3D for what it is, to be like, no, that's not my reality though. I don't accept that though. And to really say it with conviction, to say it in the heart space, like, no, I don't accept that. That's not my reality. Of course that's not my reality. I think I'm going to end up crying in this live stream because this is the biggest, most profound experience, the most, I don't know, like the most aha moment I've ever had. I had a jealous mother, a very jealous mother my entire life. I was punished every single time I'd ever receive anything from anyone. Compliments, if I was the lead in a play or a lead singer in choir, it would always get a punishment. Like if somebody loved me, if somebody wanted to prioritize me, spend on me, spoil me, there was always this punishment that I had to experience as a child. And it went into adulthood. And now, as I look at my 3D circumstances and what is being shown to me today, it looks like, once again, I'm going to be in trouble financially. Like, I don't know where I'll go. I'm so scared. What could possibly happen? Am I going to be okay? Am I going to be safe? I'm just always safe. And that is what my mother couldn't stand. She couldn't stand that people loved me. She couldn't stand that very powerful men loved me, chose me, wanted to give to me, provide for me, protect me. And I was given up for adoption when I was 2 years old. My dad basically signed over his rights and I was adopted at 2 years old by another man. And my mom punished me my entire childhood. When I would ask for my father, my real dad, she would say things like, that's not your dad. Your dad is this guy. But my stepdad, he didn't love me. I used to be punished for experiencing a man's love, for wanting to be provided for wanting to have needs and desires met, for being blessed by God, for having the universe give me the most beautiful blessings, last minute, Hail Marys, last minute. How did that happen? How, Jenna? How did you make that happen? Because during the whole time that I was stressed out about something, I thanked God. I knew that God would handle it. I knew that my God is a big God. My God is the living God. And this universe bends to God's will and God speaks through me. I used to get punished by my mother for succeeding, getting these little miracles, getting out of narcissist grasps because she couldn't. I wasn't allowed to. But I was being protected the entire time by witchcraft, by my own witchcraft, from her witchcraft. And that's the beauty of it, is getting to learn truly that you are a witch by having the proof of it. I am a witch. I think all of us are witches, to be honest. I mean, whatever, that's to be fine, whatever. It's debatable. But for me, I had to learn how to protect myself from a jealous mother. And I just got really good I just got really good at expecting the best and not settling, to a point now where my boyfriend calls me entitled. He says, I'm entitled. Basically, what's got me so sad today is abundance isn't the issue. It's that I have this belief in my head that there will always be something that keeps me from having abundance. That money is everywhere, right? Well, it is. It kind of is. Abundance is a frequency. And it always feels like I'm kicked out of it for whatever reason. And I realized this morning it has everything to do with my mother. So last night, like a crazy woman, I paced back and forth in my bedroom, just whispering to my mother as if she was sitting right there in the chair. I just imagined her sitting right there, and I just started saying things to her like, you're jealous. I don't blame you. I would be too. I probably would be too if I were you. So I can't blame you. God does favor me. I am chosen by God. I am favored. I am loved. I'm adored. I'm taken care of. It doesn't matter what is in my bank account. It doesn't matter what clothes I wear. It doesn't matter what my address is. I'm loved. I'm loved no matter what. And ever since I met Marcos, my twin flame, I'm like, that is proof positive. This man died for me. He literally died in a coma for 3 months. You don't get more dead than that and then coming back to fucking life. I don't even understand how it all happened. I don't know. I just know that I'm chosen and I'm loved. And God said, Jenna, if you leave everything behind and you follow love, I will reward you. I will give you what you are owed. I will give you what you are deserving of, what you are worthy of. And I can't help it that my mother isn't worthy. She is a jealous woman who is not worthy. She determines for herself that she is unworthy. A lot of women that I have come across in the spiritual community consider yourselves unworthy. You won't claim what is rightfully yours. You're not bold enough to claim it. And we have to look at this, ladies. We have to look at, in our childhoods, what happened when you were receiving from a man? What would happen when you were favored by your grandpa or your uncle? You know? What would happen when you finally had your first boyfriend? How did these women treat you? And it's, yes, while we are creators of our reality, we were unconscious at the time. So we didn't know that we were doing this to our mothers. We didn't know that we were bringing them into our reality as jealous. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I could have changed my assumption at any time. And my mother could have just suddenly been different. I didn't know that. And by now I don't care. I don't really want to change it. I don't care. I don't care about my mother anymore. I haven't talked to her in a long time. I haven't seen her since 2021. But yeah, jealous mothers, that is a thing. And the ability to receive from the universe, that's a gift. Anyway, thank you, God. You know what? I get what I often do. I get blessed with miracles. Because at rock bottom, when the world is showing me one thing, I thank God. I thank God. When there's seemingly no way, God will make a way. And every single time it's like, whoa, I can't believe that happened. How beautiful is that? How beautiful, God. How can you love me this much? How can God love me this much? Because I allow it. Because I allow the universe to love me this much. Most women cannot. Most women don't allow their men to spoil them or feel like the universe is always going to take care of her no matter what the next step is, no matter where I go, no matter what tomorrow holds. To know that you are loved unconditionally. It doesn't matter your bank account. It doesn't matter what your address is. It doesn't matter if you have a car, a house, it doesn't. The numbers on the scale, the holes in your clothes. I know a lot of homeless people right now, and they're some of the happiest people in the world. Some miserable, others truly happy because they know God. They know that their happiness does not lie in a bank account. No. 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 I refuse to think that numbers on a digital fucking screen somehow dictates who I am. Or how many jobs I've lost in the past. How many boyfriends have dumped me. A divorce even. How many people watch my channel, how many thumbs up I get, how many shares I get, how many likes, and what all this. It doesn't matter. That is not what determines our value. I'm not where I live. I'm not my bank account. I'm not anything but what I say I am. And I am beautiful. I am chosen. I am spoiled rotten by God the Father. I am God's favorito. I'm God's favorite. I'm definitely Marcos's favorite. I'm getting used to that. That's a beautiful thing. I'm God's favorite and I'm Marcos's favorite. I'm spoiled. I really am spoiled by the universe. And you know, I used to get punished. I used to get punished by my mother for getting gifts from people, for being the lead in a play, or for getting kudos and compliments for my singing voice. When I was on stage, it was like a whole hour I was untouchable. Nobody could touch me. I felt good, felt happy. I felt like right here in the eyes of thousands of people, no one can lay a hand on me. And then I'd get off stage and I'd be punished for doing well. You guys ever feel that when you were a child? You were literally punished for being beautiful. You were punished for that feeling of unstoppable. You were punished for feeling like you were the center of the show, the center of all of it, for even an hour. It was worth it though, wasn't it? That small little sliver of hope, of faith in something bigger, like thousands of people would ensure that nothing could happen to me for at least an hour. And as a little girl, that's a big deal. It makes you want to try harder and harder. It makes you want to be on stage more. It makes you want to be in front of people more because it keeps you safe. So you actually get so good at becoming an actress that you know how to do it. You know how to exist right in front of everybody. You know how to have your life on a public display. Almost like the Truman Show. To where you even meet your boyfriend and you're having video calls with him and they're very private, but you know they're not private. You know that people watch you. And you know that people they can't help it. They can't help themselves. They can't understand. They've been programmed to watch. They've been programmed like a moth to a flame to watch me. I built them that way. I built an audience for myself. I may not have been able to physically see the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of supporters I know I have, but I know they exist. And my jealous mother, I always just ended up being punished, being hit, being grounded, going without dinner, something, some sort of punishment. If I received a new toy that I wanted, I'd have that removed. It didn't matter what it was a punishment. For being good. For being the star. For being fucking gorgeous. For knowing that I am truly amazing and so gifted. There is a punishment. And then I would meet men and start dating around. And because my mom was so up my ass, so hoping I would be codependent on her forever, I finally met this guy who I was pretty serious with. He turned out to be my husband. He later on was my husband. And I remember my mom approved of him almost to a point where it was like an arranged marriage. Because when he first met them and they met him, my mom said, "I like you more than my own daughter." And she basically implied, I don't know why you would want her, but I don't know, dude. Are you sure you're in for this? And he was like, yep, I'm up for this. I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge because I know, right? She's a lot. And because he agreed with my mother's hatred towards me, he was rewarded with marriage to me. And in the time we were married, he went from the lowest paid man at his job to like the CEO's best friend. New car leases every 3 months. These nice elaborate trips to these private islands. And he got to even start a sister company for the CEO. He got to go start a business. His own business technically. On the company's dime. And the moment we divorced, he sold our house and made $50,000 profit. And I didn't get a dime. The month after I divorced him. All that love, and it wasn't even anything. And that's okay, because I wanted to find my soulmate. I had had dreams of a man, even while I was married. A man would come to me in my dreams for the last 14 years. He would show up and always feel like heaven. He'd feel like home to me. After a fight with my husband where I was called ugly, my soulmate would show up in my dreams and tell me I'm the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen. And I had no other choice but to believe something. I had to escape. I had to survive. So I divorced my husband and then was homeless. I suffered a lot for love. I chose love over money. I chose love over fame. I chose love over comfortability with a man and a white picket fence, punching out some kids. I chose love. I chose God. I chose the divine plan for my life. I chose to defiantly, in the face of opposition every single day in, day out, thousands of hate comments a day, I decided to instead choose love and not stop. And I am about to be rewarded with that love that won't stop. It finds me. It searches for me. It protects me. In the same way I searched for it, my man searches for me. The same way my soulmate wanted me, I want my soulmate. And that's what I found. I found the man of my dreams, quite literally. After so long. So much pain. So much agony. Homelessness, poverty, debt, collections, even not even able to eat. At times in my car, when I lived in my car, I would go 7 to 9 days on average, probably without food. You get to that point where it's just like, I'll do anything for love. I'd do anything for God. I'd do anything not to go back to the past, to a narcissistic man who's that greedy, to an evil witch mother that is that jealous. I'd do anything to get away from her. She's evil. My mother is evil. The most heinous woman I've ever met in my entire life. I'm gonna go be happy, like Cinderella, meeting her prince, getting away from the wicked stepmother. She doesn't serve me. She never did. She never deserved the beauty that I am. She never deserved it. And I'm not afraid to say that. I hope she's listening. I hope she hears me. You never deserved it. You know, I feel bad for her. I do. And it used to be that empathy is what got me. That empathy, that sympathy for her, you know? Oh, well, she's never been loved. They don't know love, right? Hi, Jim. Hi, Toya. How are you guys? It was so obvious last night what's been happening. My twin flame went to send me money so that I can pay for this Airbnb again this week because he wanted to help provide for me. And well, it's the first time really that I'm allowing a man to do it out of love, like consistently provide for me. And so he went to go send his literal card. Like he even gave me the card, everything. And the funds are there, but it won't transfer into my account. And it's that feeling of abundance isn't the issue. Money isn't the issue. Knowing that God the Father has infinite money for me. Infinite money for me. It's everywhere. It's a frequency. Jeff Bezos doesn't have a problem finding it. Oprah doesn't have a problem finding it. Why then do so many of us have a problem finding it? It was right there. My man handing me the money. My man begging up at 2 a.m. texting me, hey babe, I'm trying so hard to get you this money. It's gonna be okay, honey. I promise. It'll be all right. He was so cute. He said, it's okay. I'm just teaching my wife patience. It's okay. It's gonna work. That really made me see that it's not abundance. That's not the problem. It's the fear of abundance for so many of us. It's the fear of the pain that comes with watching your loved ones jealous and envious that a man wants to provide for you. That God, the universe, source is so abundant, it wants to send everyone to provide for you. It's like I can't even allow me to receive. Just to see it so clearly, though. I mean, it's right there. I've at least pinpointed down to what it is that's the problem and why I'm homeless. With the threat of being homeless tomorrow. It's not money. Money's not the issue. It's that there will always be this glitch. There will always be this problem. There will always be this one thing. And it's something so small. It always is. It's always, oh, it was just the wrong card number. I just put the wrong number, a 3 instead of an 8. Or it was coming out of the wrong account, not the bank, not the checking. Or it's always something. It's always something small. And you really have to ask yourself, what's the reoccurring theme here? I'm afraid to be fallen in love with. I'm afraid for people to say it's a spell. The reason they love me, it's magic, it's witchcraft. No. It's that I'm fucking beautiful. It's that I'm amazing. I'm perfection incarnate. I'm literally goddess energy. That's what it is. That's why people love me. That's why everyone wants to provide for me. That's why everyone wants to protect me. That's why I'm chosen and taken care of by the good Lord. That's why the Most High God favors me. Because I favor the Most High. Because I favor myself. So while jealous women on the planet, they're about to get a rude awakening. When these beautiful women start realizing their true intrinsic worth, and they realize they do not need to be impoverished. You don't need to be living on a street bench. You don't need to be living under a bridge. You don't need to be living with some abusive asshole. You could have the good Lord provide for you. You could have the Most High God come through with blessing after blessing after blessing. And I literally use my testimony to say that to the world. I use my platform for that. I use my voice for that. The skills that I had as a child as an actress, that's what I use. I'm a beautiful girl. Been a beautiful girl since day one. Been worthy of love since day one. You know the most beautiful thing in the world is to wake up to a message from your man that says, babe, I can't sleep because I'm working so hard to make sure you're taken care of. I love you so much. I just want you safe. And I've got this, babe. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Trust your man. Trust your magician. Trust God. Trust God, baby. And of course I do. Of course I trust God. I am God. I always trust myself. I land on my feet every time because God is within me. I trust the me inside that says, I'm abundant, I am beautiful, I am chosen, I'll always be okay. And I go into my imagination and I see the solution to a problem. I don't waste my time on worrying what the 3D shows me because the 3D is a fucking moot point. The 3D is stupid when it tells me no. I tell it yes. So what is the problem then? Where is this blockage coming from? And again, it's all trauma. It's trauma response. It's truly knowing that when I met my twin flame years ago, before he died, before he took his life in prison, I was finally about to receive from him as much as I could. I couldn't receive much back then. I wasn't in the energy of receiving because my mother was so close to me. She was so up my ass. Wouldn't let me go, she would just punish me, gossip about me. Everybody in the fucking family thought I was a fucking monster. Everyone thought I was the devil incarnate because here I was picking up divination, picking up tarot cards, learning how to use pendulums, playing with the Ouija board, all that shit. And she thought I was the legit devil and told everyone I was. And so there'd be these entire cliques and covens of women and even men that would hate me so much because I kept landing on my feet. I kept getting blessed by people just randomly that loved me, that would watch my channel and pray for me or do a candle spell, or they'd be like, I'm here for you, baby. I'm praying. You can do this. You can do this. Or they'd send me a donation. They'd do something. They'd do something to love me. And I was punished every time. My mom took it as a challenge. She thought by me being happy and being provided for, it was a slight against her. Like it was a slap in the face. She used to think it was punishment for her. How dare people love you when they don't love me? Well, they don't love you because you're ugly. You have a hideous heart. They don't love you because they're paying attention. They don't love you because you say evil shit and you hurt people. They don't love you because you don't love you. So if that shoe fits, wear it. To all the women on the planet, do not be jealous at women like me who know how to receive. Be angry at yourself because you refuse to go within and find God and repent and fix your life choices. The reason people don't want anything to do with you is because you keep claiming they want nothing to do with you, so they don't. You say, so-and-so doesn't want to call me. He never calls me. He never talks to me. He's mad at me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'll feel the same way. The entire matrix will feel the same way. We will hate to be around you. It'll be disgusting. We'll want to leave. And so because I have a powerful, commanding voice and I know how to get what I want from the universe, people call me entitled. They call me selfish. They call me a witch. They call me horrible things. I call myself a light witch. I work for light. I work to free people from their chains that bind them. The mental strangulation. It's only there because we allow it to be there. But once we shine a light on it, it's over, it's done, it's forever gone. Every time a man would try to bless me and provide for me, my mom would convince me that I was a burden. Oh, you don't want to help her. Ugh, not her, anybody but her. You kidding me? The devil? You want to help the devil? Okay, that's it. Hey, that's fine, but there'll be consequences. And there always was. Every man that ever loved me, we had to break up because the evil witch couldn't stay out of my love life. And it's a karmic energy. It's not just my mother. It's all women that are like that. It's all karmic women. It's distorted femininity in itself. It's not just one woman. We don't wrestle with flesh in these end times. We wrestle with principalities. We wrestle with entities, corporations, governments. It's covens, mindsets. It's not just a flesh, a person. You see? Don't you see how sad it is to be told, you are right, but calm down? The real question should be, if I am right, why do I have to calm down? What made me right in the first place? I've actually never met anybody calmer than myself. I've actually never met anybody with more discipline than myself. It's quite shocking to me, actually. So many people want me to calm down for what? To make you comfortable? Because the decibel level at which I'm telling you the truth about my story and my testimony is somehow unnerving for you. It makes you look at the raw details of your own life and why you want to stay up somebody's ass. Don't tell me to fucking calm down. I'll calm down when I want to. And right now I don't want to. I'm sharing my story, my testimony on my teeny tiny corner of the internet, and you're on my channel. So you calm down. Or don't. I really don't care. If you want to stay as whatever you are, you can. But I didn't come to your channel. You came to mine. You see? So if the question is, if I'm right, and you said, yeah, you're right, just calm down though. Why would somebody who's right need to calm down? What made me right? What helped me get this right? What helped me be this right? Myself. So I obviously know what to do for myself. I obviously know how to heal myself. I obviously know how to comfort and console myself. So who are you to tell me to calm down? Who are you to tell anybody to calm down? Are you calm? The real question is, how do you have to calm yourself down? I apologized my entire life for being God's favorite, for being blessed, for being God's chosen, for knowing that I am, for knowing I'm a spoiled princess and I get everything I want easily, happily. I get divine provisions and divine protection for not doing anything but just chilling, having my feet up like this, just enjoying my godhood. I used to get punished by really, really cruel women who can't stand that I could just keep getting blessed by the divine. They so desperately want me to choose the reality for myself that they want for me. They want me in a reality of pain, homelessness. If it were up to the devil, I'd starve to death in the middle of a snowstorm, outside in the freezing, bitter temperatures. If it were up to the devil, I'd already be dead. Thank God it's not up to the devil, huh? Thank God I serve a bigger God than that. My mom's an empire. My whole childhood, I watched my mom's empire be built on my energy, on the way that she would gossip about me. Without me, she's irrelevant. Without my beautiful name in her mouth, she becomes irrelevant. No one would even pay attention to her. No one would call her. No one would message her. No one would show up and visit unless they had tea to spill about my life. My jealous mother is the worst of the worst. Heinous. Hideous. And that's the truth. And I know so many women who have the same problem. But yet you're not allowed to think the way I think. So I'm going to do it for all of us girls. I'm going to tell you today. Your mother is a wicked, wicked, wicked witch. Publicly shaming you, humiliating you for no reason. Trying to convince anybody who would love you that they shouldn't. They should get away from you and run. Run while you have the chance. Don't go near her. My mom would call my friends' parents before I would go over for a slumber party. Even if she didn't even know these people. She'd call and be like, hey, Jenna's going to come over, but I swear if she gives you any trouble, you just call me. She's a troubled one. You just have her. You just tell me and I'll come get her, okay? And by the time I'd get picked up on Sunday night, the mom would be like, listen, lady, I actually really liked your daughter. I'd love her to come back again. I really enjoyed her. We had a really great time. And my mom wouldn't understand why nobody else saw me the way she saw me. No one could see what she was seeing except me. I had to start hating myself the way my jealous mother hated me. I had to think of myself as ugly because of my size, unworthy of love because I was plus size from the day I was born, basically. I even came out with a pudge, she said. I even came out with a belly. And I used to get blamed for being that dark spot on our family, that ugly thing that really should just stay at home in a closet, be locked up and chained up somewhere. But instead, I wanted to defy the odds. Instead, I wanted to receive and shine and show the world how beautiful I really am, but I was punished for it every step of the way. Even if I had like the most killer performance on stage, on the way home, I'd be told, you fidgeted too much. Look at that outfit. We need to buy you a new outfit. You're getting too fat for that. Oh, you missed your line. Don't think I didn't hear that. There'd always be something, some punishment. And it translated into adulthood and wanting to accept from my twin flame, my beautiful soulmate that is now in my life, and he can't even give to me. He can't even give to me. Because until now, I used to think she had control over me. I used to think she'd send me some sort of hate for men loving me, the world loving me, sponsors loving me, other actors and actresses or musicians calling me to work with them or whatever. I new clients. It doesn't matter. I used to think that she would always hurt me for winning. But she hurts herself. It's really herself that she hates. She hates that she's irrelevant and no one pays attention to her. And I don't want to anymore. It's not my job to pay attention to jealous women. It's your job to go somewhere like hell. I don't care. I'm going to go live in the light. I'm going to go live in the sun. I'm going to go live with the man of my dreams. My protector, my provider, my gorgeous king, my king of kings and lord of lords, honey, the real one. The king that surpasses all others. The man that outdoes all other men. The man that at 2 a.m. can't even sleep because he does anything he can to try to get me the money so that I have a roof over my head, so that I'm not on the streets tomorrow. He's that good. And to see him cry this morning on a video call, he's like, I love you so much, Jenna. We should have been so much more prosperous our entire life. We should have had more. This should have been more. My man shouldn't be bedridden after a 3-month coma, paralyzed. He should have his working limbs. He's the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. That man, there's no one on the planet. There's no one on the planet more deserving of a good life than him. And yet he has the worst. And so as he cried to me today on video call, it's like water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Money. People with money everywhere, but they're not allowed to give to me. People who love me and who want to give to me, and they're not allowed to. They weren't allowed to in the past because I believed that there was a curse on me and that the universe would punish people for loving me and giving to me. And now I'm breaking the curse. The irony that my twin flame wanted to give to me so much that he died. Because I could never receive. But he kept giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving all the same. He kept giving no matter what. To a point of death. And I couldn't receive any of it. Because I had an evil person in my life convincing me that I wasn't worthy of him. She would tell me all the time my father never loved me. So I had been programmed from a very early age that men would never love me. Men could never love me. They would never want to provide for me, protect me, take care of me, console me. And so here I am seeing proof positive that that was a lie. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? I'm 36 years old, afraid of homelessness, afraid of not even having food in my fridge. I'm that terrified with $10 to my name. It was never an unwilling heart. It was never a deservability issue, really, a worthiness issue. I technically, it was worthy from the get-go. I was worthy from day one. These evil women, man. They're bitter. They're bitter because the men in their life left them. And these women never healed. They never got the chance, the opportunity to sit down for 5 minutes and look at themselves and go to therapy and say, why did so-and-so leave me? He abandoned you because you abandoned yourself. But these women don't want to hear that. They don't want to know that. You are abandoning yourself. And then when you see a woman, just average woman, nothing special. I'm nothing special. I mean, this is it, you know. This is it. I'm nothing special, but yet, as an average woman, I just want to receive, and I just want to tell myself things like, I'm always taken care of. I'm safe. I have food in my fridge, a roof over my head, friends, clients, people who respect me and honor me, an amazing husband. Because I want to say stuff like that, I'm punished. I'm punished. Used to be. By evil women. And they're evil because their hearts are cold. They have no idea how to receive. They have no idea how to get what we get, ladies. They have no idea how to receive from the divine. Because they don't work for the divine. So the divine doesn't work for them. If at any moment they repented and turned from their evil, cold-hearted ways and stopped hating on their sisters and their daughters and their mothers, and they stopped hating on their coworkers and other women, and they put crowns on their head instead, this world would be such a better place. So here he is, able to provide, trying to provide, begging, Jenna, receive it, please receive. I swear to everything, I need you to receive this, baby. Please take it. And I'm sitting here, I want it, honey. Please, yes, okay? And then that trauma, that blockage of why can't we? Why are we not allowed to receive in front of our jealous mothers? And then it dawned on me last night. The most aha moment I've ever had in my life. My mother thought that by me receiving, it meant I didn't love her. How dare you, Jenna? How dare you add salt to my wound? How dare you show me that men are capable of change. Men will give. Men want to provide. Men want to protect. Men would do anything. How dare you prove it when I don't get to have it? How dare you prove that God loves you? How dare you prove that your soulmate found you after death? That death can't even keep him from you. How dare you prove it? How dare you prove that divination isn't the devil? How dare you prove that there is something hidden in the shadows that loves us? How dare you, Jenna? How dare you? And you shall surely be smited down by God, aka your mother. I didn't have a mother. My mother is dead. My mother is as dead to me as all of my blockages. How dare I receive when other women cannot? How dare I be loved by the man of my dreams when other women don't know how to do it? How dare I believe that God wants to put money in my bank account with me just sitting on my bum all day when other people can't do that? How dare I? The audacity. Not only am I punished for love, but I'm willing to be. I go right into it, 100 miles a minute. I'll never bend the knee to an evil dictator, tyrant mother. I'll never be her daughter. I'm not her daughter. She's not my mother. She's just another jealous woman on the planet that can't stand I can do what she can't. There will never be another day where I will allow bitter-hearted women to convince me I don't deserve this love, that I don't deserve to marry the man who is obsessed with me in the way I'm obsessed with him, worships the ground I walk on. I am his everything and he is mine. And I will never apologize for that. Did you see how everybody dropped like flies the second I said that? Diana, welcome. Are you a preacher? I guess, technically. Absalom, you're so beautiful. Hope I could visit you someday. Shut up, you're fucking beautiful. Thank you so much. You guys, I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. This is another thing. Ladies, please receive compliments. Please. The way that I've learned in just one night of telling my mom invisibly when she was in my head, she was sitting in the chair in my room. And I was just pacing back and forth, telling her everything she needs to know. And I said, me loving me and receiving from God doesn't mean God hates you. Just because I am blessed doesn't mean you have to be cursed. Just because I am loved doesn't mean you have to not be. And just because I receive doesn't mean I'm trying to hurt you with that. Me receiving from God is not to punish you. Only your ego thinks that way. Why would you even think that way? That's what it is, ladies. We receive from God. We are abundant as divine feminines. The Empress energy. We receive from the Most High God. And so many other women think it's a slight. They think it's a slap in the face. How dare you? How dare you receive a job I can't get? How dare you receive infinite source of money invisibly from outer space for sitting on your bum and doing nothing? How dare you be better at living life and receiving respect than me? These women don't realize that they are cursing us with guilt. We have to shrink ourselves and not receive down to a point of homelessness, down to living under a bridge, down to not having food in the fridge. You're not even able to put diapers on your own baby's butt because you can't afford it. Because your jealous mother can't stand the idea of people providing for you and taking care of you in the way God does. That punishment, though, was worth it. It's worth it every time I look at my gorgeous man and his beautiful beard and his majestic eyes and his curly, beautiful, gorgeous hair. I look at him and I see heaven. I look at him and I see God, and it is worth it. I'd gladly take on the world's projections, 1,000,000 deaths. I'd gladly die 1,000,000 deaths to love him. just as he is in bed. His throne is in bed because he's bedridden. Not for long, but for right now, he's on disability. It's not like he's a millionaire. Dude doesn't have money. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything in this world. And I love him all the same. In fact, I love him more for it. So I've never met a more worthy and deserving man of my love. All I have to do is receive. Once I started receiving and telling him, I want to receive, babe. We were even intimate on the phone. And I said, I receive you. I want this. I receive it. And I imagined him happily giving to me, happily pleasing me, happily speaking life over me. You're so beautiful. I fucking love you. I want you. I crave you. I imagine happily receiving, him happily giving. It makes people happy to give to me. That's not what my mom said, though. My mom said anytime someone would give to me, it was a burden. How dare you give to her? She's a burden. Look at her. Why would you ever want to give to that? She's spoiled. You shouldn't want to give to that. Don't enable her. Don't coddle her. And then here he is. A man who defied all odds, even down to death. He challenged my mother every single day. He challenged my mother and every woman every single day. Every jealous bitch he challenged every day so that he could love me. Even to the point of coming back from death. To love me. To prioritize me. To call me his wife. Begging me, please marry me. Please marry me. I love you so fucking much. And I'm supposed to apologize for a love this intense? I'm supposed to apologize that what limited funds he has in his life right now, he wants to ensure that I have a roof over my head? I'm supposed to apologize to a society that chooses everything else over love. I'm supposed to apologize for loving a man who's bedridden and doesn't even have a working arm right now. Because you can't conceptualize it? Because you can't understand why he'd love a homeless girl with $10 to her name? Who has really nothing. No house, no car, no job, no friends, nothing really. I have hope. I have a light within, but it doesn't really translate right now to my bank account. It's not really translating right now to a home or an empire that I own. The beauty that I have within, it's not really translating right now to anything in this physical world, but I'm supposed to apologize? Am I supposed to throw this love away because it makes you uncomfortable? Am I supposed to throw away a divine love that it's not for anything but love, and we both know that to be true? It's not for money. It's not for fame. It's not for clout. Then what could it be for? It's not for the mansion he owns. It's not for the fucking Maserati that he has. It's not that. It's not for the tight body and the perky double D's and the fame and the success that I have. So what is it then? And am I supposed to throw this away because it makes you uncomfortable? Who the fuck are you? And why would I care if you're comfortable or not? You should be uncomfortable. You should be uncomfortable. You should look at the fact that you chase fame and you chase money and you chase men's approval and you chase the bag and you chase it all. that you'll always be chasing and I'll always be receiving. Because I claim it. Because I know I should. Because I know I'm deserving. So should I be afraid of this beautiful love because you're jealous? You have every right to be jealous. You have every right to send your evil eye. You have every right to be envious. I will send that shit right back to you. The curse is yours, not mine. The curse is in your cold heart, not mine. In fact, it's quite provable that I don't have a cold heart, hence why I'm madly in love, and I can stay in love. Because I'm not cruel, and I'm not a witch, and I'm not evil. Right? So if my divine connection with a God, with a king, who died for me, just as Jesus did, and I'm willing to accept the Christ's gift, that somehow makes me a target for the rest of humanity. So be it. Target me if you may, but just know that my love shields me and blocks me. The love that I continually carry for myself, it will protect me and it will be your undoing. If you send me anything but love, I reject it. So you will be the one facing that. That's yours. So should I throw away a divine union? Should I throw away the love of my lifetimes because it makes you uncomfortable? Because you're not in love? Because you sleep in separate rooms? Because you can't get your husband to touch you? When mine is begging to eat me alive 24/7? Is that my problem? No. No, it's really not. And to any jealous mother out there, no, it's really not your daughter's fault that she's more beautiful than you. It's really not her fault that she knows she is worthy of the best and you aren't. So to all of you women who are so bitter and jealous because you can't do it and the rest of us divine feminines can, you need to go to therapy. Go to therapy. Stop going to wine club on Wednesdays with your girlfriends gossiping about how shitty your life is. Or about how good ours is. Because ours is beautiful because we make it that way. Because we say it should be that way. Because we say we're deserving and worthy of it. So, to anyone who wants to say that I don't deserve what is about to come in for me, you're sorely underestimating how much I've suffered. You're underestimating how much torture I've been through my entire life. You're underestimating my desperation for love. You're underestimating how beautiful my husband is. You've undervalued a king, and you've slept on a queen. And this whole world is about to know because you're about to go through a radical transformation. And it really looks like you looking in the goddamn mirror. Looking at why you are so afraid to receive when God so willingly wants to give to you. And why you can't. Why you won't. Why you refuse. Watching my man cry on the video call this morning. Actually seeing the tears as he's just begging for me to receive, and I do, but not being able to figure out why it's not working. Like, why doesn't it work? It's because there's a lot of pick-me energies all around. Pick me, pick me. Look at me flood the chat. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Let me get the attention. Let me steal the limelight. Let me suck the oxygen out of the room. How about everybody look at me instead of Jenna? That's how it's always been. Every man I've ever been with cheated on me, was with some other woman, not me. Never could be with me, not prioritize me. All these girls that could yap away and steal him away, get his attention. Because I allowed it. In my reality, I thought no man could ever just prioritize me. And then I thought, no one actually loves giving to me. It's a chore. It's a chore for them to love me. It's a chore for him to love me. That's what my mom said. That's what my mom trained me to believe. If you give to Jenna, it's going to be so tough. You're not going to want to do it. She's a headache. This is how so many gorgeous women feel on the planet. And you wonder why you see them at rock bottom with nothing. Barely making minimum wage, making ends meet, but you don't know how. And some women that have kids and they raise them as single moms, and you don't know how they're doing it. They're doing it because they live on a prayer, hoping that at least the spirit world, the invisible forces that be, at least hopefully they love them. But for a man in the flesh to love and want to give and protect and provide and choose me over even his own family, which is the craziest shit ever. I've never seen that before. Choose his wife and his future family and his future kids and his soul family. Choose his empire over somebody else's empire. The king who lost his empire. Who gave up his empire to go find his queen. That's it. Gave up what he could have had. Gave up what he could have had so that he could find me instead. Tell me Jesus isn't real. I dare you. Jesus isn't real for you. Jesus is very much real for me, and he's coming back in the flesh. And he's already here. And may that rock your world. May that send you to an awakening of epic fucking proportions. May the fact that this man loves me and cherishes me and chooses me time after time after time, may it send you to God. This man. He's a God, and he knows he is. He knows he's a God. He knows I'm a goddess. He could have had instant manifestations his entire life. He could have had heaven. He deserves it. He's as innocent as they come. He could have had it as the sacrificial lamb. Christ could have had heaven, paradise, but died for us instead. died to show us love. Died. Just to teach us that it is a curse that was placed on us from birth. That it was a lie. That it was a lie. That our size would keep a man away from us. Kidding. My curves are the sexiest thing about me. That our bank account somehow determines whether we're worth something or not. Where we work. What our clothes look like. How we do our makeup. How we style our hair. How many breakups we've had. Our body count. It is so irrelevant. The truest love of real true shit. Real true shit. Real fucking love. Dude, real fucking love. Does nobody fucking get it? No. The real shit. My man is paralyzed in bed. Doesn't anybody care? Doesn't anybody care? The love of my life. The one that deserves it more than anything is the one that suffers the most. Doesn't anybody care? That he wants to give. So many of these divine masculines, they want to give. They want to give to their women. They want to give to the collective. They want to give to God. And we won't allow it. Because we've been traumatized by these women our whole lives, ladies. Punished the second we receive something from these beautiful men. The second they call us beautiful. When it's from just some guy on the street. Oh, you're pretty. Thanks. But when it's your actual husband, your spirit spouse, and he is telling you things like, without you, I can't breathe. I will not be here if it weren't for you. I only want you. And then you're forced to look at 36 years of trauma placed there by one bitter woman who couldn't heal before she had you. And then with $10 to your name, when you know that God is infinite, when you know God doesn't have a budget, when you know that abundance exists, when you know heaven exists, and yet you're not in it. Why? Water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. What keeps you out of it? It's certainly not the love of your husband. It's certainly not the way that at 2 a.m. he messages me, babe, I can't sleep. I need to get you this money. I need to make sure you have a roof over your head. He's tried everything. And as of tomorrow, I don't know where I'll be. I know God's got me. It always happens. It always is this way. It always is this way because I am favored, because I am loved by God. And I'm tired of apologizing for it. I'm not apologizing for the way my man looks at me. I'm not about to ever again apologize for the way that he will turn down an entire party of people just to spend time with me on the phone. Oh, I'll never apologize again. How yesterday a group of girls wanted him to go out and he was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I'm with my girl, thanks. I said no. I'll never apologize for the way that since we've met, he's probably turned down 50 different invites from other women who know that he's sexy as fuck. He's a god. He's a king. Of course he's sexy. Of course he's amazing. He's had to turn down so many people. He won't even open their messages just to respect me. He won't even open it. He's like, yeah, right. Like I'd fucking mess this up. Me. A girl with nothing. A girl with $10 to her name. No house. No degree. Not even a car. I have about 6 shirts to my name. They all mostly have holes or stains on them. I have nothing. Why would he want me? Why would he choose me? I've been told my whole life I'm nothing. The woman that was supposed to love me more than life itself told me that no one would ever love me. That a man like him never existed. And then I find out that he not only exists, but died to find me. Died. Literally fucking died. To have me. To find me. To love me. To prove that she was wrong. And that woman thinks I'll ever entertain her again? Or the idea of a mother again? Oh, hell no. It's detestable. I will never look in that woman's direction again without vomiting. I will never, ever even say her name out loud again. She lied to me, and she represents an entire collective of fallen women. She represents every karmic feminine that has ever existed, ever, who wants you silenced, wants you to shut up, and doesn't want God to bless you because God doesn't bless her. Doesn't want a man to look at you the way you get looked at because no man looks at her that way. She has to force men using witchcraft to do things for her. And you, as a divine feminine, you just naturally get people to do what you want, not from spells, but because you're literally that gorgeous. You're beautiful. And you just know you're worthy. You don't have to pick up a candle spell. You don't have to have a fucking cauldron. You don't have to recite something or chant it 1,000,000 times. You just have to know you're worthy. That's it. So, to all jealous mothers on the planet, and hear me on this, your time is so done. But you already knew that. You already knew it was done. You knew the second she finds her prince, it'll be over for the wicked stepmother. That's the whole point. You were the one that kept Rapunzel in a tower. But she finally let down her hair and she found the one that didn't care if she had long hair or short hair, if she were rich or poor, sick or in health. He didn't care. He wanted her all the same. And I'm supposed to apologize. I'm supposed to apologize that my happiness causes your sadness? Do you see how bitter you sound? You watching your daughter happy makes you mad. Oh, I couldn't even imagine it. I don't even have kids yet, and I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't imagine being jealous of my children. I couldn't even imagine watching my little princess get spoiled by her daddy and feel anything but love and excitement. I couldn't even imagine. Oh, all the women on the planet that are about to expose themselves for who they really are. Witches. You're really witches, truly. You force men to do things for you. You tell people, shut up. Do this, do that. You bark orders at people and then wonder why nobody wants to fucking be around you. Nobody wants to help you. Nobody wants to even look in your direction. Nobody will say a prayer for you. You're cruel. You're cruel. And I hope my brothers get away from you. I hope they leave. I hope they leave. I love them and I hope they leave you. I hope they come to me instead and I can refresh their mind and remind them who they are as gods. I hope they come to me and I can say, hi, King. Hi, High Priest. Are you going to get what's owed to you today, God? Are you going to get what is owed to you? Because that might mean a breakup on the horizon, sir. That might be leaving your toxic mother or your baby mama that honestly wants you dead. I'd be so glad to meet you, my divine brothers in Christ. The real ones. The real ones. I can't wait to meet my brothers. I can't. Like Connor here, I can't wait. Oh, thank you, Connor. It's okay. It's cute. Thank you. I wish I'd met you earlier too. You're a beautiful man. Marcos and I talk about you all the time. We're like, do you think he's coming back? He's like, I know my brother, Jenna. That's what he said to me. He said, I fucking know my brother. He's coming back, babe. Don't worry. I thought that I had offended you. I thought that I'd hurt your feelings. And I was like, I want him to come back. Do you think he'll come back? Yeah, I know my brother. He'll be here. He's got fight left in him. He's good. He's good. He's good people. I'm not apologizing anymore for living like this. For knowing that I'm a queen. It's one thing to call yourself a queen. It's another to truly know deep down that you are one. And that I have a crown. And that you will be respecting it. There's no other choice. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. And that's what it's about to be on this planet. The real ones. The real ones at rock bottom would truly know God. They truly know that they are God. You'll have to confess that they know their shit. You'll have to say that they're loved. You'll have to say that they're blessed. Because they're going to do it right in the face of their enemies. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. A lot of people at the top who don't deserve to be there are getting kicked out. I got this message from God the other day. I was sitting outside and I saw this squirrel or something knock some tree limb, and it was like shaking off seeds and things off of the tree. And I was like, that's fucking genius, first of all. But second of all, I heard, let spirit shake the tree, because those that are up there that don't deserve to be up there, they're going to come down. And those that deserve rightfully to be up there, they're going to stay put. So let spirit shake shit up right now, guys. Let the Holy Spirit work its magic and get you your rightful position. You are so worthy. Just know it. I don't care what a jealous witch bitch told you. I don't care. I don't care that you call her a bitch. I don't care that you call her ugly inside out. I don't care that you judge her love life and you say, the reason you don't like me and my twin flame is because you don't have one. You gave yours up. The reason you can't stand that I'm blessed is because you don't know how to get blessed. Because you can't. Because your karma, though. Because your evil, cold, cynical heart. It's bitter. You can't get blessed because you won't allow for it. And that's not my problem, and that's not my sister's problem. My sisters are gorgeous, beautiful, divine feminines who are worthy of the best things that God has for them, and they know it. They're not about to apologize to make you comfortable. I am certainly not about to throw away my gorgeous union with Marcos to make you comfortable. Hell no. I can't help that you sleep in separate rooms with your husband and he won't touch you because he can't stand you. You can't stand you. It's just being translated into your life as karma. And honestly, my mom's already lost stuff out of her life already since I've not been in her life. Pretty sure it'll be maybe her marriage next. I don't know. I wouldn't wish it on her. I wish her love. But she really needs to learn lessons on her own. Not with abusing a man, not with hurting a man. Forcing him to stay, using witchcraft. Forcing, using, you're going to do this. Ultimatum this. You're going to do this for me, or I'm leaving. I wish he would leave. I wish he would. I hope my dad one day leaves. Really, I mean that with every ounce of my being. I left. I hope everybody in my family leaves her. She's toxic and she's evil. And you should really ask yourself why she came after the one that got away. Me. Why I was made an example. I was the one that was getting free from a tyrant. And I was blasted every single step of the way. She'd gossip about my love life. She'd gossip about my finance. She would gossip about how I use divination. She would gossip about my business, down to the point where I lost all my clientele, lost all my clients. She had truly convinced me that for anyone to want to give to me, they're stupid or something. Can't even believe it. I used to actually believe her when she said, nobody wants to give to you. They feel like it's a chore. And then here I have Marcos begging me, baby, I want to give to you. I want to give to you. Will you fucking receive, woman? I want to give it. I want to give it. And I want to give more and more and more and more and teach you more and more and more and give you more and more and more. And I can't even because of the sins of my mother. And so as I have $10 to my name, and tomorrow I owe rent and I have no idea where it's going to come from. There's this feeling of, this is what my mom would want. My mother would get thrilled at the idea of knowing that once again I'm on the streets. She would. It'd make her happy. Because I'd be one step closer to groveling and begging for her back. Oh, can I please come here? Because I have nowhere else to go. And then she would just make a mockery of it in front of everyone. Oh, see? Told you. Knew Jenna'd need me eventually. See? I'm not that bad of a mother. I'm not that bad after all, am I? She came back, so not that bad. No, you are that bad. And I would rather be under a bridge. I would rather have nothing. I would rather die. And that's the truth. I'd rather die than ever allow my inner child to be abused by my mother again. And that's why I'm okay that she uses me as an example. She used to, I don't know if she does now, but she used to stalk my channel all the time. And I would tell her constantly, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Later on, she'd admit to me, yeah, I did. I watched you for a while. Even though you told me not to, I still had to. I still had to. Yeah, to handle me. She was my handler. In the same way that my mom would get energy from me is like how Rapunzel's mother got energy from her hair. Always keeping me in the tower, thinking no one would love me. No one could choose you, Jenna. And then here I have the man of my literal dreams choosing me to a point of death, to a point of him literally dying. And you're telling me to calm down. Whoever said calm down a second ago, baby, you're going to wish that you knew what calm was in the world soon. You're going to wish you knew peace. The chaos that is about to take force itself in the 3D, I don't live there anymore. I don't live in that chaotic world, but oh my God, so many of you do. Oh, so many of you live there because you've been summoning it. You've been asking for it. You've been begging for it. And what, I'm supposed to stop my dream love life, my fairy tale romance, because you're uncomfortable? Because your chaos, your shitstorm has just started? Hell no. I'll keep going. Knowing that it is starting your karma, I'll keep going. And I will set intentions that my love life now does that for you. I never set intentions over my union before. In fact, I pushed away my twin flame so much because I didn't want his love. Because I knew I'd be punished for it. So I would break up with him and push him away and be like, no, I'm fine single. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Because I'd be punished. But now I do need him. And look at him. He needs me. We need each other. And my beautiful soul family, we need each other. So I have to get over this fear of someone not loving me. What the fuck are you talking about? The Most High God loves me. The Father, the Holy, Holy Father, the Most High, everything that exists, loves me, chooses me, protects me, and now sends in divine masculines to do the same, and my divine feminines who heal me and love me and encourage me, and my divine brothers who take care of me and protect me and provide for me. It is so beautiful. I don't understand why anybody would be angry at this. If you're angry at yourself. You're angry that you can't have this. Of course you can't. You're too dense. Your heart is too hateful. You live too far in a reality of darkness. And you refuse to repent, and you refuse to give it back to God. You refuse to surrender and apologize and be sad for anything. So go suffer then. Go on, shoo, go to the timeline made for you. Go to hell. Literally, I want my mother to go to hell. That's correct. I want her to stay there, not to come back to heaven with me. She doesn't deserve it. She deserves the thing that she's creating for herself. When she determines as a goddess that she is a goddess and she wants to stop suffering, she will end her suffering and she will get it right with God and she will start manifesting better in her life. Until then, I don't give a shit. Even then, I won't give a shit. I will never talk to her again. She truly is about to go to hell. And a lot of women like this on the planet are truly about to realize that they are in hell for how they treated divine feminines. And that inability for divine feminines to receive means that your masculine was out here every single motherfucking day giving to you, begging, please love me, please love me, please love me. Accept my love. I want this. Let me provide for you. Let me protect you. And we couldn't hear it, ladies. We just didn't get the memo. So he died because of it. He died trying to show us love, and we couldn't accept a damn ounce of it. Down to paralyzation. Down to him literally being in a bed. A ghost. Dead. What society would deem broken, I deem perfect. I say he's the most perfect thing. I say right now, if he were to never lift his fingers again, if he were to never get out of that bed again, I would love him unconditionally. I'd give every single ounce of my life to that man. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I worship a good God, though. I worship a God of healing. And I know that he will get I know he'll walk again. I know he'll play football. I know he'll play guitar. I know he'll be able to love me right. I know. I know what he wants as a man, and I know he wants to be able to do it. So I'm going to receive from the universe. I'm going to receive gifts of healing. I'm going to receive my sisters in Christ who also know how to pray and heal. I'm going to receive divine provision so that I can put a roof over our head in case he can't. I will receive. I will give to us. All I have to do is leave behind the monster that was. And it was never me. I was never the monster. I was never Satan's spawn, like she said. I remember when I was 17, everybody was going to prom and I couldn't find a date because I was just the ugly duckling. I was a new girl at school. I was in drama. I was a drama geek, plus-size girl with acne. Nobody liked me. And I remember I came home from school one day, and our maintenance guy was at our apartment fixing the dishwasher or something. And he was like, oh, the cutest thing ever. And my mom knew I had a crush on this guy. Every time I'd walk home from school, I'd see this guy. And it just, he was the cutest. He was like 26 years old. I was 17. So my mom goes, hey, come here. I'm like, what, mother? She's like, do you recognize this guy? He's pretty cool, huh? She's like, hey, sir, would you take my daughter to prom? She has nobody to go with. Nobody wants to take her. Nobody really wants her. But I really want her to go. I'll even pay you. Would you take like $100? Would you take her for $100? And he's just looking at me and looking at her and is like, I don't really honestly think that's like legal. No, I don't think I can, but I hope you find somebody, yeah. So uncomfortable. The dude was so fucking uncomfortable. And my mom wanted me to believe that she couldn't even pay somebody to love me. I was broken my entire childhood by a woman who was broken. She refused to heal. She had children before she had healed. She's brutal. And all women like her on the planet are about to be exposed for who they truly are. Anyway, she wanted me to believe my entire life that no man could ever love me, that it would be a burden for him to do something kind for me. And so here I am again, always up Schitt's Creek, wondering, am I really going to be homeless tomorrow for real, for real? Because damn, I feel abundant within. I feel worthy in here. Why is it not translating? Why do I not have more? And then I realized it was never that God wasn't trying to give to me. It was never Marcos not trying to give to me. It was my belief that they would be punished for doing so. If that man would have said, oh, keep your money, I'd love to take her. You're beautiful. I'd love to take you. Can I get you a corsage or one of those, can I get you anything? I'd love to take you on a date too, maybe. Keep your money. Prom, huh? That's a big deal. I'd love to take you. If that man had said that right in front of her, I wouldn't have been allowed to go to the prom. She would have kept me home like the Cinderella I was. So instead, I just had to believe that no one wanted me. And here I have the most amazing man of my life. And the way he looks at me. Everybody sees it. Everybody in his family is noticing. They're like, really? She's the one, huh? You're going to give her your last name kind of thing? He's like, dude, I can't even breathe without this girl. And all of a sudden, I see love. I see a man who pursued me to death, to literal death. And you're telling me I have to just be calm? You're telling me that your jealousy is supposed to make me shiver and throw it away because you're uncomfortable? Because you don't know how to manifest a man like that? Because you can't do it. You're telling me that the nasty ass threats and evil eye and envy and jealousy that you send my way, I have to accept? Fuck no. I will return it back to you in a heartbeat. I am done playing with you women. I will fucking send every ounce of it back to your jealous, bitter hearts. I will never stop loving this man. I will never stop receiving from God. I will never stop being a priority. I will never, ever, ever stop being a goddess, ever. I will never apologize for being a divine feminine. I will never apologize for being a Cinderella that gets to have her prince and her palace. I will never apologize for that. And so I will receive. I will receive blessings from God. Because my good God, my living God, does not want me to be homeless. Why would he? He's the God of all things. He's the God of all good things and bad things, but I don't want the bad, and he knows that. My God is the God of all things. And I say, I am deserving as your princess. I'm deserving and worthy, God. I'm your daughter. I'm your spoiled princess. Please, yes, thank you. More. Blessing, blessing, blessing. I'm not about to apologize for it. And if it makes people uncomfortable, you should stay hella uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here for you. You're not even here for you. You're not going to hate divine feminines who are finally willing to receive from good-hearted men, divine men, godly men. My mom tried to convince me that divination was evil. Tarot cards, as I started my business, she used to make everybody afraid to donate to me for readings. She would put it in everybody's ear when she would watch me on live streams. She'd be like, oh, don't give to Jenna. Not this bullshit. Not this fraud. Not this kooky, weird magic. What the fuck is this? She would do anything she could to convince people that they shouldn't be giving to me and that they'd somehow be punished by the universe for giving to me. So I lost all my clientele. And I really, truly, that was the curse. The curse was that I believed people didn't want to give to me. That people would instead choose fear than choose me and choose love. I didn't believe that people could defiantly oppose jealous mothers like that and say, fuck you. I want to give. Fuck you. I want to give to that girl. I want to book with her. She's amazing. She's the best I've ever had. Best reader I've ever seen. You know, even one, and I'm not going to name names, but even one of the people that my mom knows, she came to me recently for a session with me, paid session, and she was like, no, that's it. Me and your mom, we don't talk anymore. I can't handle that. I can't deal with that. You're the best I've ever had. You're the best psychic I've ever gone to ever in my life. You're the most accurate. Everything you ever told me came true, Jenna. So I come to you with my money to give because fuck that. I don't care what women with closed minds say about divination and the spiritual arts. Real psychic women know real psychic women. And so, yeah, while my clientele dried up, it was because I had convinced myself that none of you wanted to give, that none of you believed in magic. None of you believed in me. That's what I said anyway. That's what I thought. And so imagine my shock when my husband, back from the dead, is also a tarot reader. Believes in freaking dark arts more than I do. Believes in magic more than I do. Dude believes in like Everything. I just had him recently put salt in his door, and he was just like, yeah, let's go, let's go. He burned a bay leaf on his own the other day for my money. He burned a bay leaf for me. It was crazy. I like the dude is just, he's my magician. He's the fucking one I wanted. So imagine my shock when not only is divination real, and I know who the fuck I am. I know I'm the best. I know what my gifts are. I know who I am as a psychic, as a tarot reader, as a YouTuber, as a coach. Oh, I fucking know who I am. But then to manifest the man of my dreams, who also opposed every woman who told him that that shit wasn't real too. Can you imagine? Two beautiful, strong minds like this coming together for humanity's sake. Tell us we wouldn't be blessed. Tell us that we wouldn't be given everything by the gods. For real. We know who the fuck we are. So yeah, as I'm looking at the 3D environment and I'm looking at $10 to my bank account and I'm like, ugh, that's not real. That doesn't feel real. That seems like a fucking joke. That's a farce. I don't believe that. I don't believe that reality. I believe the reality where my man provides for me and protects me, and God always sends something. I'm not doing it alone. Ah, a yellow butterfly. I'm not doing it alone. I'm no longer alone, and that's what my mom wanted. She thought if she could make me alone, that I'd come back to her. And that way, she could be vindicated. That way, everyone in her empire, everyone in her family, everyone in her friend circle could look at it as groveling and be like, see, told you, I'm not a bad mom. Told you my daughter needed me. Look how good I am. Look how good of a mom I am that I'll let her sleep in a closet maybe or on the couch. Look how good I am, huh? Look how sweet of a mom I am. Always there for my daughter when she needs it. My mom wrote down on a calendar right before I graduated high school, she wrote down how many days till graduation. Because the day after high school graduation, she made me homeless. And she knew she would. It was premeditated. Do you know what it feels like to know the one that should have been providing for you and caring for you was excited to put you on the street? She used to make me feel lucky that it wasn't on my 18th birthday. She was like, you're lucky I let you go a couple more months. She'd have it marked on the calendar. 72 more days till Jenna's homeless. 71 more days till she moves out. 70 days. Yeah. Yeah. It was like that, though. And then I got kicked out day after high school graduation. I had $300 to my name, a beater car that barely ran. My mom's the reason I'm homeless. My mom's curse is that I believed. So I'm the reason I'm homeless. I'm the reason I was homeless. I'm no longer that way. I don't accept that reality anymore. I'm the reason because I believed her lies. It's not the power of the curse. It's the power you give the curse. And I gave her curse way too much fucking power. I gave that woman way too much fucking power. Can't even believe it. Can't even believe she used to be able to do this to me. She? Who is she? She doesn't exist. For all you know, my mom's a ghost. For all you know, my mom doesn't exist. For all you know, this is a fake story. Who is she? She's as dead to me as this story. The relevance of this story is a moot point. My testimony will one day be in a book, probably. But right now, it's just on my lips. Because I choose for it to be. Because today I want to remember the little girl that never got to be loved by her dad, her father, who wanted her, Guess who I went to live with when I was, the day after high school graduation, when I got kicked out? My dad, the one I didn't know, the one that gave me up for adoption. I went to go live with him and his wife and his 2 kids. He was repulsed by the fact that I was being kicked out by my own mother. He was like, really? My grandma gave me his number and was like, call him, call your dad, see if you can live with him. Because she hated that my mom was doing this. My grandma, she might have been bipolar and schizophrenic, and she really did not have much leverage. My grandma was mentally ill, but you know what? Even she knew that that shit was ridiculous. So she gave me, I got the number to my dad, my biological father, and I drove 750 miles in that beater car. My car broke down twice on the highway. Twice. Girl, if that did not eat up every dollar I had. So here I was living on a prayer, going to be with some man, his wife, and 2 kids that I didn't know them at all. But when I got there, my dad, he wanted to get to know me so much. We looked identical, had the same body shape. I mean, I have a deeper voice than most women, and he has a very, very deep voice. So I was even shocked by that. I was like, oh God, is that where I got this from? I mean, I have a deeper voice than most women, and I was like, okay, it's like genetic. So I got to get to know him. He would make me my favorite foods. He'd let me try all these different things, all these different sports. We'd go to these sporting events and like, what sport do you like? And he started to favor me. That was a problem. He started to really spoil me. And back then, I wasn't allowed. His wife started putting things around the house, like soda cans or a plate or dirty things, so that it looked like I wasn't cleaning the house. I wasn't cleaning up after myself. That's when I knew she's like really, really vicious, and she would do some nasty, heinous things. So anyway, he automatically would take her side because what else was he going to do? Believe an 18-year-old girl that just got kicked out of her own family? What are you going to do? You're going to have to believe the woman you've been sleeping next to for 30 years. So anyway, well, it's 20 years actually. I think by that point they were together like about 18, 20 years, something like that. So I didn't really like blame him for believing her, but then one day they came home from a camping trip. I was working, so I stayed home. And the first thing she says when she comes in the house is, Jenna, why the fuck did you steal my car? Girl, I could not even believe I was being accused of something like that. I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. I did not steal her vehicle. To be accused of grand theft auto, I might be a hellraiser, but I'm not a fucking criminal. So my dad, the way he looked at me, he was just so disappointed. He was like, first like, nah, she didn't steal that. She didn't steal that. And I said, you're right, Dad. I did not steal your car. I have my own car right there. What the fuck? I take it to work every day. She's like, well, I have proof. The neighbor says that he saw her take it. And then my dad was like, oh, we have barbecues with that guy. So yeah, I'm going to have to believe my wife on this. Anyway, I got kicked out, but my dad loved me enough that he didn't just do it like right out the gate. He let me stay a little bit longer, save up a little bit more money. He taught me how to budget. He taught me some things that dads should teach their daughter. He taught me crash course how to be an adult. And then I was gone within a couple weeks. They helped move me into an apartment that I finally manifested. It had bullet holes in the window. It was such a bad place to be living. But anyway, it was better than that. It was just out of the frying pan into the fire. But yeah, they moved me in and I never saw my dad again. I've been going my whole life trying to find the love of a father, the love of my father. Then I find Marcos. And the way he's already planning for his future babies with me, it's crazy. The way that last night he started talking about how we're going to save up money for our babies and hit the ground running and make sure that they're always taken care of and they're always provided for and they always know that they are worthy of God and they always know that God's got them. It's beautiful. He's the most beautiful reward I've ever had. A reward for no dad. My first dad abandoned me, and then my second dad abused me. And then every man I've ever loved cheated on me. He's my reward. He's my reward. And my reward for doing this work and keeping my nose clean and helping the community. I give of myself so readily. For years, as a high prophet, I have given a lot for a low prophet. And I'll tell you what, it's about to be my time to receive. God is about to make sure that Marcos and I are forever taken care of. And I'm here for it. Not only will I not be homeless tomorrow, but there will be some sort of miracle that comes through, like it always does, because God loves me. And while, yes, I have a shred of doubt right now, it's only because I still look at the 3D sometimes, at the physical world that tells me $10 to my name. And sometimes I believe that reality instead of the one that says $10 million to my name. But that doesn't mean I don't have abundance. It just means I can't see it yet. It's like Marcos, my magician. It's not that I never had him. It's just that I couldn't see him yet. People wanted me to not see him, but I saw him. I saw him psychically, far before I saw him physically. I'm getting loved by that man far before he even touches me. His mind touches me before his body ever will. He's the most beautiful thing I've ever laid eyes on. And you have to truly be prepared for a union like this. You have to be able to, 1, withstand all the scrutiny that comes. 2, you have to be able to stare at them as long as you do, which means you have to have your pineal gland decalcified. You have to be able to see light. You have to be able to see an angel in the flesh. You have to be able to look at an angel 24/7. 3, you have to prepare your vessel to be able to receive the light that is him, the light bringer. You have to be able to receive that. It's apocalyptic shit, man. It's biblical shit, man. You have to be able to withstand the second coming of Christ, and you will not. That's why every knee shall bow and every tongue confess, because they're going to want to be put out of their misery. Some have prepared themselves as the bride of Christ. Most have not. So those of you that can withstand this frequency of unconditional love and sustain it for long periods of time, your time is here and you're about to be exalted for it. You're about to be known. You had to be ready, babe. You had to be able to see the slinging arrows coming your way and say, fuck off. I don't want that. And looking at your 3D, it's no different. $10? What? I'm an empress. What do you mean $10? What? No. That is stupid. I don't believe that. That's a lie of the devil. What the fuck? I'm a goddess. I'm an empress. I'm the most abundant card in the deck. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean $10? What do you mean homeless? Wait, what? Wait, that doesn't, what do you mean? You have to literally look at your 3D when it tells you something like that and laugh in its damn face. I didn't stutter. I didn't say $10. That's a joke. What? Nope. And then deny it, decline it. But so many of us with jealous mothers, we're afraid to actually have the alternative. Because, honey, once God puts money in your bank, you're not going to need your mommy anymore. You're not going to need your mom's approval. Once you choose the man that no longer can be controlled by her, he's not a beta. He's a real alpha. A man that would put her in her place in 2.2 seconds and already has to several women before you. Several women got told, no, thank you. I don't want you. I want Jenna. So you meet that one guy that suddenly doesn't give a shit about women and their opinions. And then what? Then it's World War III. Because all of a sudden, every lie my mom ever told about me is going to come to light. That is just, she's jealous. I'd hate to be her friends. She doesn't have any friends. She's not even her own friend. But I get to go be mine. No matter what. Guys, no matter what. Even if it's me and my 2 duffel bags under a bridge, for real, I swear to you on this, I would still love myself. I would still be like, okay, God, what's next? What do we do next? Do we sing for change? What do we do? What do you and I do, God, huh? I would still love myself. I'm not my bank account. I'm not my address. I'm not the clothes I wear or how many followers I have. Fuck that. I'm about to receive everything. Because I'm losing the one person that kept me from receiving. She represents every woman that ever kept me from receiving. If it wasn't her, it'd be a sister. If it wasn't a sister, it would be a boss. If it wasn't my boss, it'd be a coworker. It was always someone, some lady that couldn't stand that I take it easy and get blessed by God for it. Some viewer, somebody always salty that I teach women how to be goddesses and just receive. Even right now, looking at the 3D physical world, I don't give a fuck. Is it scary? No. Well, I mean, kind of yes. Because as soon as I said it, it felt like a lie. So it's scary. It may be scary. But bravery doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you do shit anyway, even though it's terrifying. And so for me, I have to look at the 3D physical world and I have to say, okay, that's one reality, but that's not what I choose. And then go back into my imagination and choose a new one. Go back in, boom, see my rent paid. Go back in, boom, see my rent paid. It's that easy. It's that easy. And I'm sorry to all of you women that never knew it was this easy. I want to show you. I want to teach you. I want to lead by example. I want to show you how good my God is. I want to show you how good my Marcos is. I want to show you how good I am. I want to show you how good life can be. For those living on a prayer, eventually you get to the point where you don't have to live on a prayer anymore. Your life is a walking testimony. It is a living prayer. It's not, oh, I hope I'm okay. I hope I hope I land on my feet. It's not like that anymore. I can't wait to use my testimony for the glory of God. I use all things for the glory of God. I'm about to use my twin flame and our connection for the glory of God. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is easy. Like Neo. I keep seeing a bride. Ooh. Oh, we didn't have much moolah, so I avoid the nice stuff. It's just uncomfortable. I'm scared to eat nice things. Oh, baby. Oh, honey. This is... But I shall not leave. This lesson is a blessing. Lightsaber battle can wait. Connor! Connor! The way the universe... Oh, my... The way the universe, though, it knows you so well, brother. It knows you so well. That it put two saber light shows outside your window and you instead choose me? And you instead choose this lesson. You instead of wanting what God just made for you, you instead want to be here with me, listening to me talk about, I don't even know what. You'd give up heaven too for me. I see. That's your heaven right there. God knows you so well, Connor. God knows you so well, dude. He would put that right in front of your face. Heaven on earth. And you'd give that up for me. You're going to make an amazing husband one day. Whoever your future wife is, luckiest woman on the planet. Truly, truly. And Raven, I hope that you get blessed with filet mignon, steak, and lobster, and sushi, and caviar for the next forever. Because it exists. And because you exist. And because you have oxygen in your lungs. That's it. That's why you get it. Because you simply exist and it exists. Filet mignon exists and you exist. Therefore, you are entitled to it right now. I wish nothing but the best for you. I hope that every day you're eating at Michelin star restaurants. And I hope it's with people that are just serving you bottles of champagne on the house. And they're just letting you taste the samplers of every single culture that exists. And I hope every bite and morsel of it sends you to God, baby. That's what you deserve. You're so worthy of it. You're so worthy of it right now. Not when you have more money in your bank account. Not when you break a curse with your mother cursing you. No, 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 no. You deserve it now, right now in this present moment. And I would die to give you that. I would die to become psychic, to be able to understand the laws of the universe so that I could teach you the laws of the universe, Raven. I would die, and so would Marcos, so that we could know true suffering, so we know how to relieve true suffering. And you do it in the imagination. So Raven, right now, you should be eating filet mignon in your imagination. Because that is the law of the universe. You will have that. It is inevitable. Same with me and my financial abundance, babe. I see that in my mind's eye, and I just keep seeing that, and I just keep seeing that, and I just keep speaking that. And the old reality of a bank account with $10 will just kind of glitch out. It'll just poof, go away, and it'll be replaced by something new. You deserve those fancy foods right now. We are going to receive, absolutely. Jenna definitely was a baddie in school, bro. Yeah, I was basically the queen of the rejects. Every school I went to, I would go into every clique and just find like the one that's getting bullied and just be like, hey, you want to come with me? and then they'd follow me out, and then I'd have my own clique of rejects. It's kind of interesting, but that's what I would do at every school I'd go to. I went to like 9 different schools, like 9 different high schools. I was pretty much queen of the rejects. I went to an alternative school, and it was like 1 step away from boot camp and juvie. And at that school, we were all rejects. We were just, we were the degenerates. We were the black sheep. And I was queen of them all. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was like the best school ever. It was the best life ever. I was so loved at that school. Even the principal, she didn't want me to keep going home where I was abused. So my principal let me live with her. This was back in the day when you could do stuff like that and it wasn't so crazy. But yeah, I had a principal that she loved me. And she talked to her husband about having me stay with them because she couldn't stand that I was abused at home. So even the teachers loved me. Everybody loved me except my mom. My mom, it was so weird. And now I understand why it was weird. Because I understand the law of assumption. People show up in your reality the way you assume they will. And back then I didn't know it, but I assumed my mom would hate me. And so she did. I assumed my mom would hurt me. And so she did. But I assumed everybody else loved me. And so they did. You see? This is what it really means. Everyone is you pushed out. It's what you believe about that person, how they show up in your reality. And so I expected to be abused, and I was. It was horrible. But now that I understand the law of assumption, I understand that I don't have to ever experience that again. The people that show up in my life now are like you guys, so beautiful. Oh my God, so loving. So perfect. Connor just gave up a lightsaber fight with 2 strangers who I know he would want to school. I know you would want to take them to class, Connor. And you gave that up for me and for your lesson. I don't know what lesson it is today for you, but you gave that up. You gave up heaven, tailor-made heaven, so that you could learn lessons instead. I see it. Just try to please you, that's enough. Exactly. Planets going into retrograde have to do with mothers and daughters, and this is happening in July. No way! No way! Oh my God, May. I love that you said that. First of all, that makes me feel so good because it makes me think that this is just beginning and I'm already having such a breakthrough that my abundance is already coming in. Let alone an entire month of me purging this stuff. Mothers and daughters. Oh boy. Oh, thank you, Raven. My mother was the most obnoxious, arrogant, and envious person I'd ever seen. Oh, you poor thing, Connor. I want you here, Connor. Look, this is the real mother. You can feel it. You can feel the real goddess energy in this chat. The real mother. The real healing love. You can feel it. And most of us aren't even mothers in here. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you guys for being here. You know, sometimes I feel really bad for Marcos because he still has to see the old world as a moderator. The old, how they used to treat me. How people used to make fun of me. Sometimes I think about him as my boyfriend and I think, will somebody be able to convince him that I'm not enough? Like, will somebody call me ugly and he'll be like, naturally, oh wow, she is kind of ugly though. Sometimes I still worry about that. But it's got to be an us thing. We fix it within us. We say, oh no, he absolutely thinks I'm the most gorgeous woman on the planet. He can't have his mind made up for him. He's God, right? I love you guys. I'm going to go. I love you, and I thank you for being here. But we will definitely get our mother-daughter relationships healed, and that means just walking away from them, probably. So let's go receive, okay?